Hello, and welcome to the latest in our environmental policy video series. In each of these collections of bite-sized videos, we'll be bringing environmental science insights into the world of policy in 10 minutes or less. Over the course of this series, we've confronted a profound reality. The decisions we make now will be historic ones, and they'll decide the stories we tell to generations to come about the fight against climate change. Our video series on climate action and transformative change has revisited the institution's work ahead of the COP26 Climate Summit, delving into the details of our Manifesto for Transformative Change and the 54 recommendations it sets out for global climate action, as well as the analysis and evidence to support them. We've learned more about the ways in which climate change has been caused by complex interactions between social, economic, and natural systems. We've also learned how we can employ systems thinking approaches to achieve multiple benefits for the environment, society, and the economy. The environmental science community knows all too well that it's often the quality of implementation and not the quality of negotiations that determines the success of major environmental commitments. It's therefore essential that we maintain and accelerate the momentum of change. The attention to detail of the global community will need to increase as we see the agreements made between parties translated into action to mitigate and adapt to climate change. Already, we've seen that many of the commitments made at COP26 have not been fully realized, or leaders have backed down on decisions. In March, the IES published a gap analysis, which goes sector by sector, asking whether or not the UK is currently meeting the recommendations in our Manifesto for Transformative Change, which are the same as the advice in these videos. The message was clear that much more action is needed, and that message was confirmed by reports from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change and the UK's Climate Change Committee. However, commitments such as the Glasgow Leaders' Declaration on Forests and Land Use, aimed at halting deforestation and land degradation, have the potential to transform some of the most unsustainable pressures on our climate and the natural world. It is crucial that we ensure that those commitments are delivered appropriately and transparently. The most crucial aspect of the work to come will be to bring communities, businesses, and lagging governments along with the changes which are needed. Collaboration, co-production, and knowledge sharing will be invaluable tools as we drive action forward. Regulations, financial incentives, and transparent information all need to be aligned to ensure that necessary action can take place at every scale. Some funding commitments have begun to be made on nature restoration, adaptation and resilience, mitigation, and building capacity for change. The Glasgow Financial Alliance for Net Zero has demonstrated the willingness of investors and the private sector to collaborate to fund solutions. As those investments help to deliver many crucial aspects of the transition, the same level of cooperation will be essential to guaranteeing a joined-up approach. Only through a systems approach to the crisis will it be possible to reach net zero without creating unintended consequences. To achieve that goal, science needs a better relationship with the people on this planet. Climate literacy and science should be at the heart of decisions made by communities and governments, and everyone needs to feel empowered to be champions for climate action. Recent months have demonstrated an unprecedented global interest in the battle against climate change and the social and economic systems which underpin it. Science must now play a role in highlighting the choices we need to make to deliver on global commitments and what they'll mean for people and communities. With the collective aspirations of a planet hungry for action and the robust rigor of scientific evidence, there is no denying that a positive vision for the future is within our reach. In the days that come next, we must be willing to seize that future, as well as the promise of a better world for humanity and nature. That concludes this IES policy series on climate action and transformative change. But if you want to learn more about how we can fight back against climate change, you can read all about it in our landmark Manifesto for Transformative Change, which is available on the IES website. If you want to support our work on science-led climate action, you can become an affiliate, or if you're a professional in the environmental sector working with science, consider becoming a member of the IES. You'll find a link to our Manifesto for Transformative Change in the details below, along with our social media and a link to the IES website. Make sure you follow us across platforms so that you're up to date with all of our latest events, videos, and CPD opportunities. And remember to like the video, share it with friends and colleagues, and let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Join us again for one of our webinars on environmental science, or for another policy series, like our series on land and soil policy. But for now, Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.